Hi, I'm Marlo from Wild Food UK, out foraging again. It's the 5th of December and I've already done a video today because it's been a lovely day for foraging. We've found some winter chanterelles and we found some terracotta hedgehogs, which is the other video I did. And now we've just come across this cluster of gnarly looking white mushrooms. And there's quite a few more of them around. Now, I've already done the video of the terracotta hedgehog. This is it. You can see it's terracotta in colour. This is the common hedgehog. This is about as big as your terracotta hedgehogs get, but this is a young common hedgehog, Hydnum repandum. This is one of my favourite edibles. It's one that gets sold for a fortune on French markets. They call it the pied de Mouton in those places. I don't really get sheep's foot from this mushroom. I'm not sure if you do. But our name, as I said in the other terracotta hedgehog video, the hedgehog fungus makes much more sense to me. You can see those spikes under the cap. And they're your key identifier. That is all you need to know. If you've got a gnarly white mushroom like this, or a terracotta version like this, with spikes under the cap, then you have an edible mushroom, full stop. The one in my right hand, the common hedgehog, I consider to be one of the best, full stop. This one's not as much of a gourmet mushroom in my opinion, but it's still a tasty one nonetheless. We rank these as second on the safe list for foragers, for novice foragers, only behind the giant puffball. The giant puffball's a mushroom that you couldn't mistake for anything else in nature. But these, with the spikes under the cap, on a light coloured mushroom, I consider to be the second safest mushrooms for novice foragers. Now there are some darker versions, and there's other mushrooms with spikes under the cap that will grow out the sides of trees. They are not edible mushrooms. The brown ones in this family in particular, some of them are toxic and some of them are rare. So we leave all of the brown ones behind, and all of the ones growing out the sides of trees like the tiered tooth. It's a fantastic mushroom to see, but it's rare. If you stick to the ones with stems growing out the ground that are light with spikes, you are perfectly safe. One last little thing with our hedgehog fungus. As I said in the terracotta video before, we don't really need those spikes in the kitchen. They're of no real culinary value, and they are where all the spores that the mushroom has already created are. So what we do is, as we're walking around or when we get home or in our local woods, we'll just scrape off the spikes. They just make your cooking look messy, and there's not a lot to them. As you can see, they come off quite easily. And hopefully, by doing that, you can grow some more hedgehog fungus, because they're not a fussy mushroom about the trees or environments they grow in. We're in pine and conifer woodland at the moment, but they'll grow with other broadleaf trees in different types of woodlands. So you can pretty much drop the spikes anywhere where you know that the ground's not going to get disturbed too much, and you'll have a chance, only a chance, but you'll have a chance of growing some more hedgehog fungus for yourself. Now this one isn't a very big one. You can see here, this one's probably about the largest. You can see how gnarly it is. It's actually, I think, 2 mushrooms there. Don't be put off by the gnarly looks. You can see the spikes on this older one are much longer, much easier to discern, much easier to remove. So do try this mushroom for yourself. Follow our rules, always leave a few behind, because there'll be another forager coming along soon, and also nature makes good use of these things when we don't. But I'm certainly taking enough of these home for a dinner or two. Anyway, if you want to find out more about these or our other lovely mushrooms that we found today, go to our website, www.wildfooduk.com.